So, The Comedian. This is one that, you kind of had to be looking for it to know it was there. I don't recall seeing any kind of publicity for this, and I don't think it's a good sign that on its opening weekend it's shoved into one of the back theaters. At this place. It's kind of talking to Matt about this when we went and saw Resident Evil. Is that one thing I've discovered doing these reviews is that I'm going to the movies a lot more, obviously, but it seems like I'm seeing all these back areas of all these movie theaters I've been going to for years, and it's like I didn't know there was a theater back here, but there it is. So if you don't know, which you probably don't, this movie stars Robert De Niro as a kind of an aging insult comedian who had a big TV show when he was younger, and like a lot of these movies and a lot of these stories you hear, the guy has kind of been typecast as this one character he played, and he's I think the comedian is a lot bluer and works a lot crueler than kind of the sitcom star he was playing. So people always go to his shows expecting him to be this aw shucks kind of Ralph Crandom kind of guy, and he's telling really off-color jokes, and he feels like he's constantly fighting it. And that's kind of it. There's not a real strong plot. So, there's more. He gets in this fight with this guy at one of his shows, and he's sentenced to community service. And while he's at community service, he meets this girl, this younger woman who, is also has some anger issues and all that. They form this kind of friendship, and this is one I was hoping to come out of liking more than I did. It's not bad. It's just not good. I think, thinking, however many months down the line, this one may be one of those top 10 meh films of the year, because I don't know, it wasn't terrible. I was hoping for more. I've talked about it, I think, a little on here, but I'll say it again. Comedy movies have really lost their appeal for me. I don't go to comedies as much as I used to, because I'm almost always disappointed, because the comedies are always about terrible human beings, and 40-year-old men acting like 2-year-olds, and I don't find any of that really appealing. And this one, at least from the trailers, had that feeling of it was going to be maybe something a little bit more of a throwback. It had an older cast, so it was kind of one of its selling points is the older cast. Robert De Niro, Danny DeVito, Patti LuPone, an older, more experienced cast. So I was hoping it was maybe going to be a little bit more of a throwback to kind of some of those good comedies that used to be out. Things like, City Slickers. City Slickers and When Harry Met Sally, I use those as reference, which is funny because Billy Crystal has a brief cameo in this. But those movies that were funny and had kind of those memorable moments, but there was this, I don't want to say a soul, that's a little too cheesy, but there was a heart to it. There was a humanity to it, is maybe a good word, and I always remember City Slickers, it's a big kind of slapsticky comedy, a little over the top, but it has these really heartwarming moments, like that moment where Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern, and Bruno Kirby are all riding, and they're talking about the best day they ever had. No jokes. It was just them, talking, and so it had a humanity. And I was kind of hoping this one would spark that again. And it's not that it doesn't. It's just I don't think it it follows through very well. I think there's an inkling there. I think the real power of the film and where it's good is this relationship between Robert De Niro and this younger woman whose name now escapes me. I think it's Leslie Mann. I think, but that she may be told. I don't know. Leslie Mann's in it, but I don't know her well enough to kind of point her out and know whose face it is. So that's a failing on me. But Robert De Niro and this younger woman, because the way it starts out is as a friendship, and just them kind of hanging out and having a good time. And to the movie's credit, it doesn't try to make it a romance. Romantic things happen between them that cause the story to move forward, but the real thrust of it, when it was really good, it was just the two of them kind of enjoying each other's company and having a good time. And maybe this guy who's kind of alienated everybody in his life, finding someone who's, just as, pardon me, but you see this, when you see a movie like this, you come out of it using the language, who's just as fucked up as he is. Kind of that thing again, coming from Mr. Right of, even the most damaged, broken person, maybe there's somebody out there who's just as damaged and just as broken, that maybe there's a connection. And I was kind of hoping it would go more in that direction, and it did for a little while, and then kind of stopped, and then the movie just kind of goes on. I mean, it just kind of it takes a long time. It's one of those movies that drags. It could have benefited from an editor a bit. I think yeah. In the end, I'm just kind of left kind of blah about the whole thing, and part of that, I'll be honest, is kind of the mood I'm in right now. Don't ask. I'm just, things are going on up here that shouldn't be, but they're going on, and it's just, but anyway, I don't know. I was hoping for something a little bit more human, and it had that. This is not to say it didn't have those moments. It really did. And I like certain aspects of the film. I like this thing of this old school comedian who's having trouble kind of adjusting to the world. And it's not, they don't play it off like a lot of comedies. They're like, the old guy is, so old that he doesn't know how technology works, and he's got his cell phone, and he just, how's this? He knows how to work a cell phone. He knows what technology is. But, he's used to a different kind of comedy. He's getting older. The world's younger around him. So I think it played that off really well. But I don't think we ever got enough into his character, as much into Robert De Niro's character as I think we could have. And he's in the entire movie. I wanted to see more with him and Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is just a fantastic actor, and one of the most underrated actors of all time, but a really funny and a really good performer. He's given some great performances in his career, and I liked the scenes they had, but nothing's resolved. Nothing feels, it feels like it's just a bunch of stuff that happens, and with only kind of the very, very loosest of threads tying it all together, and it doesn't add up to much. I guess, you build it up in your mind, and the way the trailer kind of presented it, we're kind of going to see why this guy ticks the way he does, and why he makes the jokes that he does. I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit more of a character study, and maybe it was, and I just missed it. I don't know. But it didn't resonate really with me, and I'm a little ashamed, because I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the little ticker thing. There's a ticker thing right here on my computer as I record, telling me how long the video is, and it's almost just barely up to 9:50, 9 minutes and 50 seconds right now, and I really can't think of much else to say about this film. And one of the things I love most, especially after a kind of a tough day, is just going off and ranting about a movie and just, and just, hearing my own voice, even if no one cares. And I just got nothing on this one. It doesn't leave you with much of anything. You know, yeah, it just doesn't leave you with much. Some of the best moments are the moments when he's doing stand up when they give him the mic and he's just going off. But man, it's really blue comedy. It's old school blue comedy, and it's like, so I mean, if you're offended easily, do not freaking come to this thing. Even a guy who's, I've been to two theater. I went to school in two theater departments. I've said some pretty outrageous things in my time. Uh, I've been watching Family Guy and South Park and Duckman for the past 20 some years, and even they're hitting things in there that I'm like, holy crap, that's just, so. But I mean, it kind of the stuff he came up with, you're just like, oh. In the ending has a really cute moment. I won't spoil it, but it has kind of a cute moment with him, okay, another really good moment. So this whole thing is him trying to get these jobs, and these jobs kind of coming and constantly falling through, and he gets hired to go to this Friars Club roast of this older actress, and he's up there giving his speech, and he's needling her, and she's laughing, and she starts coughing, and she drops dead, there at the table, and he's just like, well, I killed. It's a corny joke, but it was really just a funny thing because you knew it was coming. And I was like, oh, like the guy can't catch a break. But then all these things he keeps doing keep going viral. So he keeps screwing up, but his fame keeps growing. Man, I feel disappointed. I feel not so much in the movie and me, because this is something I do to unwind, and it's really not working tonight. Maybe it's the movie selection. Maybe the day is just too much for me, and I can't do it. But it's maybe my worst review, I think. Anyway, too much modeling crap. Sorry. This is what happens when I don't sleep. But I don't know. I really want to recommend it. I really wanted to recommend this, and I'll be honest. I just can't. And it's not because it's a terrible movie. I think there's some good stuff going on in here. It's nice to see these more experienced, older actors, getting some work and doing some good work. And it's nice. It was nice to see a comedy again, where even though the comedy was blue, there was still a grounding in reality. Like, nobody got hit in the balls. Nobody drank urine or feces or anything like that. It wasn't an Adam Sandler comedy. Farts and pee-pee and poo-poo. It had poop jokes. I don't know. Now that I say that, I'm a hypocrite. But it was nice to see again that there was some of that human drama kind of anchoring it. And you saw that even though he was kind of a jackass, he wasn't a completely bad person. Kind of one of those things maybe that he lived the character for so long that he couldn't not be the character anymore. So it's one of those things where maybe the character or the lifestyle kind of overtook him. I don't know, but I think it could have been better. I think it could have been a lot better, and I want to see a good movie again. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've seen a movie where I just came out and was like, yeah, that, I really want to see a good movie again. Or just something I can praise and not feel kind of disappointed or let down or whatever. Maybe my expectations have gone too high. Anyway, so sorry about this one. This isn't my best. There's part of me that doesn't even want to post this, but I'm probably going to just because I'm weird like that. But yeah, just kind of a mediocre way to end a crap day. Sorry. I'm sorry for me too. I mean, I'm in a mood tonight, so this might not have been the best idea. So I apologize that I'm kind of like, oh, I know that's not what anybody tunes in. I know for the people that do tune in, it's not what you tune in to hear. But there you go. Oh wow, the jackass who had his moving van parked diagonally across 2 spots finally left. Oh, hallelujah! Maybe the day is ending on an up note. Anyway, sorry again. So yeah, not much of a review, but not really much of a movie. So, I think if you like Robert De Niro, you like kind of seeing a love letter to the New York stand-up comedy scene. If I know a couple guys who are stand-up comedians, so this might be right up your alley. So I mean, in that instance, yeah, go check it out. I mean, it's got its moments. It's not a terrible film. There's nothing awful about it. Just nothing that stands out. Nothing that makes it, makes it worth really mentioning. So yeah, so that's this one. I don't know if I'm going to be doing many of these in February. I got a lot of education classes I got to do, and the homework is it's overwhelming right now. Just that's part of what's going on up here. Anyway, so I don't know if I'll be back with one of these for a little while. The major workload goes through February and then kind of clears up in March. Right about the time I have to start directing a musical. So no pressure there. But I mean, so if I come back, I'm gonna try to get out to see a movie to kind of get my breath back and hopefully get my mind off things. But if I can't, if for some reason in February I skip, I hope everyone I hope everyone's all right with it. I'm sure you are. I mean, nobody watches these things. But anyway, but March, I'm looking forward to March, not just because it means the bulk of this education class will be done, but March is going to be an awesome month for drive home reviews. There's Logan, there's Power Rangers, there's King Kong, there's Beauty and the Beast. That's like 4 movies that are like prime, and I'm dying to get there. I want to get through February. Anyway, so I've rambled on too much. This one's almost 20 minutes just for me being emo. So, sorry this one wasn't the best views. I promise a better review the next time I do this. I swear, you've got my word. Better. I'll be more up. Maybe if you're really lucky, it'll be a film like Split or Manchester by the Sea, which I hate, and I'll just go nuts because people seem to like watching me go crazy. So anyway, so until then, thanks for listening to my psychosis. So until next time, drive safe, and I'll see you at the movies.